Hi there, I'm Laura Matheson, the Program Coordinator for Sustainable Business Management postgraduate program at Conestoga College. Thanks so much for joining us at the virtual open house today. Maybe you're a student that has already accepted a spot in the SBM cohort for this fall 2020. If so, congrats, and I look forward to meeting you. Or perhaps you're a prospective student that's simply looking to gain some insight and some answers to questions that you may still have before making your big decision. Either way, you've come to the right place, and I hope to spend the next 10 minutes or so answering any of those questions that you may still have. So let me share my screen with you here. Back it up. All right. And so what exactly I want to speak with you about today is just to provide you with a bit of an introduction to this concept of sustainable business management. What exactly is it? What's the business case for it? Why is it relevant? We'll talk a little bit more about the program details. How is it delivered? What types of courses can you expect to be taking? And then we'll talk a little more about career paths and how this program supports your development of a meaningful career. I'll answer a few frequently asked questions that I receive, and I'll leave you with a few next steps along with my contact information. And please don't hesitate to be in touch if there's anything that you think I can help you with. So sustainable business management, what is this topic all about and why is it important today? Well, let's remember that traditional business models have always focused on one fundamental bottom line, and that's the creation of profits and economic value for their shareholders. While this is still very important today, we know that businesses that do a little bit more, businesses that look to generate value for all of their stakeholders, and not just economic value, but they understand the importance of the environment and maintaining a strong society. What research tells us and what practice tells us is that it's those organizations that consistently outcompete their peers. They actually generate more revenue, more profit. And this would be more of a triple bottom line approach, looking at people, profit, and the planet. And again, it's a method of creating a much more successful business. I don't think that there has ever been a time when this type of business model is more relevant. Take a look at the various types of complex and dynamic global forces that organizations are having to deal with on a daily basis. Climate change, and of course the pandemic that we're currently under. I don't think there's ever been a time where a more sustainable type of business model is important. So again, I think the business case is quite clear for this type of business model. They make more profits, businesses that care about the triple bottom line and effectively manage the triple bottom line. So how exactly then do we take this business case and turn it into a program? Well, one thing I wanted to share with you guys is a little bit about how programs are actually created at the college. What we do is we work very, very closely with the Program Advisory Committee. This is a team of about 10 individuals that represent all different spheres in industry. They may be sustainability professionals, they may be leaders within their given industry. And what they do is they communicate with us quite frequently. We meet with them at least twice a year. And as I said, communicate frequently, maybe via email or a phone call, to discuss current trends and directions in our field. And they can give us a whole different perspective on what industry is requiring from our graduates. So again, by touching base with them, we have a great idea of what we need to be communicating and teaching as far as knowledge, skills, and abilities within the classroom. We also work closely with our students. We want to know what your feedback is. Is our program working for you? And we also collect feedback and incorporate feedback, of course, from our wonderful, dedicated team of faculty. In any case, we take all of this together and we review the program constantly and ensure again that we're meeting what industry requires from our graduates. The cool thing about our program, well, one of the cool things about our program is that we have a very small class size. We've never had more than 35 students in a class, and generally we have closer to 20 or 25. The small class size allows for a individualized approach to your learning. So for example, if you had a real interest in, let's say, energy management, we could focus a lot of your projects and your assignments on learning more about that topic. So we're really trying to set you up for success in your career. I just wanted to show you our program website here and just kind of scroll through and show you a couple key things in terms of program courses. So again, please do, if you haven't done so yet, take a closer look at this information. But again, you can see our program courses are listed here. We have a few courses that are kind of more in like business fundamentals that every business manager and leader should be adept in. So things like accounting and financial management, business analytics and decision making, key things for any business manager or leader today. But then you can see that there's an array of different types of courses related to sustainability, from a brief background on sustainability in our intro course here, and then we kind of branch out into key areas from sustainable operations, two-part course that teaches students how to better manage KPIs, key performance indicators like waste, water, and energy. We, of course, delve into corporate social responsibility and ethics. We talk a lot about engagement and cultural change in the second semester, and we arm you with like key transferable skills in leadership and a focus on developing a business plan. As you actually take a product or a service from its inception, develop it all along the way, and pitch the product or service to a panel of industry experts at the end of the program, which is a pretty cool opportunity. Anyway, just wanted to show you a quick overview of the courses and let you know where this information can be found. And you can see probably, you've noted here too, that there's a co-op option, and we'll talk a little bit more about that one in a bit. But anyway, kind of back to our discussion about our small classroom sizes. It's really great in terms of offering you, again, that individualized approach. There can be a lot of coaching and mentorship with our leaders, our teachers, our faculty. And the projects that we do, we really try to focus on real world applications. We do a lot of case studies. We do take part in a lot of simulations online. We do a lot of interactive demonstrations and projects that we actually complete for local clients. You know, it's a really kind of hands-on experiential learning type of program, type of education that we're trying to provide for our students. And somehow we managed to get all of this completed in just 1 year. It's 2 semesters, 2 4-month semesters, beginning in the fall, and then there is an optional co-op that would take place the spring of 2021. All right. So where does this all lead to? You know, what types of careers can you essentially forge after completing the program? Well, I have to say it varies. It varies greatly. Unlike some other programs in, say, like human resources, where it's a lot more direct into the type of career you would have, sustainability can be applied in so many different ways, in so many different fields. And so it really depends on you and your interest. What I tell all students to do at the onset of the program is to really take an inventory of the knowledge and skills and abilities that you already have. Okay, so maybe you have, say, a 4-year undergraduate degree in business or in environmental studies. Well, let's look at how we can use that and complement it with what we will do in our 8-month program to really build up your skills and knowledge and abilities so you're ready for that career. Now, we also need to take into account the labor market availability. What types of jobs are out there? What does industry require? What do they need? And then again, how can we kind of target your learning experience through our program to make sure that you are ready to succeed in the area that you want to pursue? So again, the career paths are very diverse, but our past students, our graduates, have had great success, especially those that are high performing, work really hard, very, very dedicated. They've landed some pretty incredible jobs. And I just wanted to show you a kind of overview of some of the great places that they've ended up. Types of roles that they've had, again, have varied, but students have landed roles, or graduates have landed roles as, say, a junior sustainability consultant, junior environmental technician, engagement specialist, sustainability consultant, as I said, or a marketing coordinator, energy consultant, energy programs advisor. Lots of students going into energy right now. That's a pretty hot area. Many different roles, again, many different institutions, organizations. It's really all about, taking, again, inventory of your own knowledge, skills, and abilities, using this program to complement those, and having a plan for where you would like to end up once the program is finished up. We also had a great success story this past year. Just a few months ago, we were actually able to hire on one of our graduates from 2017 as part-time faculty, which is a great thing. So anyway, diverse options, depending on really what your interest is and where your knowledge areas lie. Okay, so a few frequently asked questions that I get. Would I be at a disadvantage because I don't have a business background? I absolutely understand your concerns surrounding this one. But that being said, I assure you that you can do quite well in the program if you don't have a business background. What I would encourage you to do is to, of course, complete all the assigned readings from your faculty, and maybe even go beyond that sometimes. Do a little bit of extra research, ask your faculty questions if you need some clarification. But in the past, students have come from a diversity of educational experiences and work backgrounds or work experience, and they've all had the ability to do quite well in the program. So I wouldn't let that hold you back. Another question that I get sometimes is if I can take the program part-time. And we haven't actually had a student do this yet, but it would be a possibility. So if you really were interested and wanted to pursue it for whatever reason part-time, please reach out to me and we could discuss your options. Another question I often get is surrounding the process for gaining acceptance to the co-op stream and how do you apply to this and then end up getting a co-op position. Well, we just added co-op for the first time this past year. And to be honest with you, it's been kind of a tricky time to get students into co-op positions. We've had some success, and I feel like we're going to have a lot more success going forward. Essentially, what you need to do is obtain a 80% average or above in semester number 1, and you can have no failed courses. And if you meet these 2 criteria, then you will get offered a position in co-op. You would pay a small fee, and this would enable you to join a co-op course in which you would get a lot of help and support in developing your resume, your cover letter, interview skills, practice interviews, and then you would have access to different co-op opportunities that are posted on our job board. And again, you would be supported in pursuing these opportunities. You also would be required to do some of the searching on your own. So you'd have to take a look on different types of job sites and job boards. And of course, your faculty would be happy to help you with that, to identify types of positions that could be suitable for you. But it can be a great experience, a great way to get your foot in the door at an organization, and add that sustainability related experience to your resume as well. So co-op can be a really, really great thing. And if you work hard in semester 1, you can have the opportunity to get a position within our co-op program. Okay, so in terms of some next steps, a few things to leave you with today. Please take some time to research what program is going to be the best fit for you. That is the most important thing, and take a little more time now to really ensure that where you're going to end up is, as I said, going to be the best fit for you. Please take some time, if you're still interested in our program, to follow us on social media. Follow us on Twitter at ThisIsSBM. Also follow us on LinkedIn as well, or join, I should say, our LinkedIn page. You're welcome to add me as a connect on LinkedIn, and then you can take a look at our Sustainable Business Management at Conestoga College group. We've got over 100 graduates in the group, along with faculty, members of our program advisory committee, and community leaders in sustainability. And what we do in this group is to have an ongoing dialogue about issues that are relevant to the field of sustainability. We share potential career opportunities in the field, and it's a great place to connect with former graduates and students of the program. So I'd encourage you to take a look at that as well. And then, of course, last but not least, please reach out to me. I would be more than happy to connect with you via Zoom chat. We could just connect on a phone call or email, whatever it is. I would be happy to help you. And I can also put you in touch with one of our recent graduates if you would like to learn more about the student experience in this program as well. So again, all of that contact information can be found on this final slide in our presentation today. And I again want to thank you for taking the time to come out to the virtual open house, to listen to this presentation, and for your interest in the Sustainable Business Management Program. As I said, I can't think of a time when this type of management has been more relevant and more important than it is today. And again, if you kind of share this opinion, you share this belief, and you want more information, please reach out, and we would love to see you in fall of 2020. Thanks again. Take care, and bye-bye.